everyone. Give it up for Cathy Paper.
So, you're here today. I love everybody talking about Travis and gathering this community. How about another round of applause? Congrats for 5 years. When you think about networking, just take a minute and check out this slide, because seriously, by being curious about other people, you can make so many more connections. Asking good questions, thinking about how you build relationships, being in partnership. That's why you're all here today. So, a couple things I can leave you with. I saw some icebreaker slides out in the back there, but thinking about people that as you get to know them, how can you ask questions? Because asking questions is where you can find out about them and you can help them get to know you and understand you. I'm here, I want to tell you how you build an all-star network. Because it's okay to be an average networker. Maybe you're a scaredy cat networker. Maybe you drove here and were like, you know what? I'm only coming up here because Travis would be upset if I didn't come up here. Or I told somebody else that I need to come here. You're a little bit nervous, or you joined this group and you're super excited, but you're not seeing the results yet of building some of those relationships. I want to tell you how to build an all-star network. Because when I first began my business 15 years ago, I was terrified to network, yet I loved people. I liked to talk to people. I went to a lot of events. I found a lot of connections. I started working with LinkedIn. I started connecting with other people, but I wasn't building an all-star network. Maybe you have too many relationships, but you're not mining the ones to do what it is that you really want to do and the goals that you want. So we're going to talk about how do you build a plan. And I saw a few of you taking pictures. I saw people taking a lot of pictures. I encourage you to take pictures tonight. Take them with friends, tag yourself with other people, show what it's like to be in your orbit and to be connected with you. Because I've had a lot of fun in my career and met a lot of really interesting people, and it's why I can say with confidence, if you follow some of these things, you'll be able to build an all-star network and get things done. We did a fundraiser with Bra Marcrati, the head of Lifetime, because I happened to say to my tennis coach, you know, I really want to play pickleball against him. I challenged him to a pickleball contest. I just blurted it out. And there's a photo of me with him. I had the pleasure to work with Harvey McKay and went to his 85th birthday party and met Larry King. And of course, I dove in the middle between them because I'm like, I'm standing next to Larry King, and Harvey's a 7-time best-selling author. And then I took a photo because I wanted to be able to capture that moment. So be the person that takes the photo, which is why I encourage all of you right here, embrace the selfie and the group photo. Woo! All right? Selfie. So take a selfie photo tonight. Come grab me, take a photo with me. Be the one that embarrasses other people. Anybody, this person in the room that says, let me take the photo of all the people. When you see people assembling and they can't figure out who's going to take the photo, I'm always the one that steps over and says, can I take a photo for you? Can I take that photo for you? Be the one that takes that, because you're building your network and connections. You never know what's going to happen. But we're here to talk about networking. Why is networking important? Why does it matter? Yeah, it's nice to have relationships, but at the end of the day, you do business with people you know, like, and trust. People you know, like, and trust. If you're connecting with the wrong people, you're not going to be able to do business with them. They're not in your sweet spot of what you're looking for. If you're trying to build relationships with people and you build a network and you're just collecting and collecting and collecting, but you're never giving, you're not going to be in reciprocal relationships where everybody wins. So really think about, why are you networking and why is it important? And I can save you time by thinking about whatever level you're at, how do you get just a little bit better? Because when I first began, I was a little bit scared. I even said to Tim right back here that I sat down next to right here, I said, Tim, you win because you introduced yourself first to me. Because when I go to a room where I don't know everybody, I always get a little nervous, but I have a game plan to shift from being a scaredy cat networker to an all-star networker. So thinking about where are you at and how do you get better at that. So I'm going to take you through this framework. This is what we call an open book test. We're going to cover this 5-part framework in a short amount of time. But you can dive deep into each of these, because imagine when you go to the gym, right? Anybody here go to the gym, right? You walk into the gym, there's the arms area, there's the legs area, there's the cardio equipment, maybe there's a class, depends what kind of gym you go to. There's those weird little machines, you have no idea what you're supposed to do with them. And what you want to be doing is thinking, how can I make the most of what it is that I'm trying to accomplish? So thinking first, what's your goal? What is your goal with networking? Do you want more business? Do you want to put your network in place in 90 days? I can get anybody in shape with their network in 90 days. You can do it in 30 days, you can do it faster, but what you want to be able to do is to be thinking, how can I meet people? How can I set targets and have a goal? Because what that goal is going to do is help you become more efficient. So maybe you came here tonight and you have a goal. I applaud you, because so many people walk into a room and they have no idea why they're there. Yes, it's a lovely charcuterie tray. Another round of applause for that, because that was awesome. But you want to know why you're here and who are the people that you want to meet, who would be helpful. Maybe it's not that customer right there in the moment, but it's the friend of the customer. It's somebody that you can get connected with. Because having that intentional networking goal is going to help you be focused and clear. Now, Josh, right? Josh was my MC. You can tell everybody more about confidence and the power pose, but I love the All Blacks. They're a rugby team. They're the best. And they do this dance before they play the rugby matches that is super intimidating and super awesome and inspiring about being part of a team. So I encourage each and every one of you to find your power move, because before you walk into an event, if you do your power move, you're going to show up with a whole different level of energy. And maybe there are a few people here that are part of your team and your inner circle, your all-star network, that you're going to do that power move with. Let's hit our goals together. Let's accomplish what we want. So finding your power move. And the first person that comes up to me later after this and shows me their power move, you can have a copy of Travis's book that I purchased. So show me your power moves, okay? It builds confidence. Confidence drives to your goals. Knowing yourself is the second step of going to the gym and doing a personal evaluation. Because if you don't know yourself, you're the instrument. You're the instrument to making the connection. You're the instrument to connecting with people, to showing up and being memorable, and being the kind of person that people want to do business with. So spend the time to learn what you're about. I know I'm super competitive. I love sports. I could talk about sports all day long. So I started to embrace that. I ask people questions. What's your hobby? Do you play sports? Then I have something that I can talk about that I'm genuinely curious about. Learning how to be a better listener. Learning how to ask questions. As I said at the beginning, asking questions is crucial. I work with people, and what I find is when they want to go to an event, they don't exactly know how to have a conversation with someone. There's those moments where you're like, okay, I said what I do, I told them what I'm interested in, and then we lulled out. And you don't know where to go. Being able to know what's your style, what is it that you do that makes the conversation both open, close, and follow up, so that you can move it along those processes, part of knowing yourself and what you stand for. As I said, being a good listener and being memorable. With a last name like Paper, sometimes I get asked a lot of questions about Puff the Magic Dragon, or where did it come from, or a sheet of paper, or jokes about it, whatever, but embrace something that makes you memorable and know yourself well. Now, let's talk about LinkedIn for a second here, because everybody is on LinkedIn right now, right? 70% of people are on LinkedIn every single day. There are a lot of connections to be made, and part of networking is doing an on and off the screen connections with people, knowing what you stand for. If you don't like your LinkedIn profile, spend the time making it look better. It is like your front door. It is the gateway to saying to people, here's what I do, here's what I'm about, here's how I want to connect with you. It is also the tool that you can use when you're in a room like this and you have your phone and somebody says, let's connect. And you say, do you have a business card? And you say, no, I don't have a business card. Instead of stopping, you can pull out your phone and connect on LinkedIn, and you look super tech savvy that you know how to scan a QR code, right? Did we not just do that, a couple of us, right? You look tech savvy. So spend time on your LinkedIn, join groups, get involved in things. As I mentioned with sports, I love sports. So I'm in some groups that are subgroups of people that are runners or people that like tennis. any way to connect with people on and off the screen to be engaging. Okay, this is I think in the gym, the weights, where you're doing those legs, those big machines where you got to push all the weights. I don't know what they're called. Leg press, thank you. Leg press. This is the leg press of all of it, the relationship inventory. Who is in your ALLSTAR network? If you don't know right now who your network is, that's okay. Because in 90 minutes, I can help you collect your network in a way where you know who the people are that you meet with. Who are the people you want to do business with? You look through your emails, you look through your text messages, you look through your customer list in your QuickBooks, maybe you look through your LinkedIn of people that you've been actively engaged with. You look at your customers, your prospect list, and you write them all down somewhere. Or maybe you have a CRM, but pull those most active people out with you, because that's going to build your ALLSTAR network. And you want to go through steps where you're thinking about how can you expand your network. So one of the questions that I asked somebody tonight is, who's your ideal client? What niches are you in? Because then I can be helpful with my network and you know who you're looking for, because it's all about being intentional and expanding it and expanding who do you want to connect with. So I've got a lot of exercises here. I work with people, one gentleman in particular, that he was exhausted from networking. He had connected with so many people. He was in all these events. He was buying all these coffees to people. He was taking them to Timberwolves games. He was sending them articles. He was all over the place, and he had no business to show for it. When we sat down and did this relationship inventory, he got very clear of who was his target. Who were the people that he needed to know? Gold, silver, and bronze, we rank them. You don't tell somebody they're gold, silver, and bronze, but you can rank them because we all know who our best people are in our network. Now, the ask is the most complicated move of all of it, because we hesitate to ask, or we're so good at asking that we come off too strong that we turn people off. So you want to find that balance, and working on that and nurturing those relationships, give and take, a win-win. That's why take the group photo with the people you want to do the most business with. People that you believe in, I'm going to refer you. You're the CPA I'm going to refer to. You're the lawyer. You're the real estate agent. You're the mortgage broker. You know, all of those people in your network, because you're a combination of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. So when you ask, you want to make sure that they'll say yes, because they know you're good people. So practicing your ask, and then thinking about, in closure, this is all great, but if you're not going to do anything with it, doesn't matter. So what's that one thing you're going to do tomorrow? Are you going to follow up on all those connections you made that you got really excited about here in the room and connect with them? What are you going to do in the next 30 days? Clean up your LinkedIn, document your network, think who's gold, silver, and bronze, anything to step into that ALLSTAR network. I totally believe you all can do it. I'm like a personal trainer for your network, for your networking gym, and basically, you know what? You can do this. I save people time on how do they build a network. You're saving time by being in this room and connecting with each other. I call it the networking assist. We need more people that give networking assists. I'm going to give business to you because it makes me super happy. And yeah, someday it's going to come back to me, but I don't do it for that reason. I do it because it's the right thing to do to give the business to somebody else. So that's what I've got. Thank you so much for having me.